Alright, yeah, colors just came out for the Wii. Oh, I can't wait for this. They do feel so right. Hey, colors just came out for the Nintendo Switch as a remaster. I can't wait for this. Wow, I can't believe it's been 11 years since the original Sonic Colors came out on the Wii. I still remember the day it first came out. I was in middle school and I was pumped to play this game back in the day. For a Wii title, this was visually impressive, and they also managed to get the Unleashed playstyle from the daytime stages to have it run on the Wii. This was one thing that the game could not do at the time for the console. Also, the Wisps being introduced in this game for the first time also had me excited. So when the time came, I went to school and I went straight to go buy the game. And to this day, the original is still fun to play. Before Ultimate came out, I started a new file on the Wii and played from the start, and I still had so much fun playing this one game. 11 years later, Sonic Colors is now re-releasing for modern consoles and is no longer a Wii exclusive. Not only that, but also bringing in new features that the original game didn't have, like customizational options and Rival Race, where you go face to face with Metal Sonic. Question is, does the game still hold up in this new port? Well, yeah, obviously. Do the added features work with this game, and how does it run on modern consoles? Let's find out, shall we? Also, fair warning, I did play the Switch port of this game, which means that graphics are not going to be very well and amazing in the first place, so yeah, just thought I'd mention that. I also would like to warn you that I experienced a lot of bugs in this version of the game. This is the early access version of the game, but I do hope that things do get patched up before the actual release date of the game. There was a day one patch for the early access, but I didn't really notice anything different compared to its original release with the patch. So with that said, let's just jump right into Sonic Colors Ultimate. First, let's begin with the story. The story hasn't been changed and it's all practically the same as the original. Not gonna go through it into detail, but just as a recap, Sonic and Tails find out Eggman has built an amusement park out in space. They go up to see what kind of evil plot he has now. Sonic then sees Orbot and Cubot trying to capture two aliens. Sonic saves them, becomes friends with them, and save every alien that has been captured. And stop Eggman's plan, assuming that he has one in the first place, because Sonic just, he says so.
This place looks totally harmless.
Because Eggman plus secretly built amusement park equals evil plot for us to foil. Lucky for us, he's not very good at keeping things hidden.
True.
It is also then revealed that Eggman is capturing the Wisps to use their power for a mind control weapon.
Crown jewel of my amusement park. The greatest amusement park in the universe. Ha ha ha! I think I gloated so hard I pulled a muscle.
Metal Sonic was not added to fit in here to the story, but he's here in the first place, so hi. The new Jade Ghost Wisp that made her first appearance in Team Sonic Racing allows you to turn Sonic into a ghost. This power-up allows you to go through walls and go through secret paths to find hidden goodies such as red rings, extra rings, and probably some park tokens. Sounds familiar. But again, the same thing with Metal Sonic. She has not been added to any element to why she is here in the first place. She's not even featured in the background of cutscenes and only in the gameplay. The only connection we got to these two characters was from the short films of Rise of the Wisps, but that's literally all. And not even Rise of the Wisps is mentioned in the game, so I guess it's not canon? Now, even though these two characters are not really featured within the story mode itself, it's still fun to revisit the game and go through those modes specifically, especially Metal Sonic. When the rival races come along, we'll get into that in a second, because there is, you know, some new stuff coming up with Metal Sonic, so yeah. So once you open up the game, you already notice right from the get-go that, number one, there's no save file, which I really do not like. I really wish they kept the save file system from the Wii port, but I guess we got the settings now from the get-go. So I immediately started playing the game, and the first thing I noticed is they already started remixing a bunch of the music for this specific port. There are some that I do enjoy, but then there's some that I really did not enjoy. For comparison, here's what the original sounded like to the new remixes. Now, even though there are some tracks that I do enjoy from the new remixes, the remixes that I actually don't like, I practically just listen to the original versions from the Wii, so not really a big fan of some of the tracks that got remixed, especially that some of them are literally just dubstep. This doesn't mean that I actually hate the genre of dubstep, by the way. Next, let's talk about the gameplay. Nothing but the motion controls have been changed. To use a power-up in the Wii version, you were required to use the motion controls. That is unless you played the game with the GameCube controller, which I did not, by the way, so I was arm-tiring every time I played that game. It was fun like hell. You now have the options to change the button layout, but there's not really a lot that you can change. Also, why is the boost button the A button as default? For Xbox being the B button and for PlayStation being the circle by default. Why? Why is this a decision that was made? No, why? Now, I played the Switch version, so the controls are a little off due to the iconic Joy-Con drift. But playing with a Pro Controller still worked fine, and there are also new mechanics in this port that made the game a bit more fun again. There's still issues with them. Starting off with Sonic's brand new perfect rainbow homing attack. I'm gonna be calling it that because it has no official name, and it's literally a homing attack with a rainbow filter. It's nothing different. When attacking an enemy or homing onto a target, you can now perform a faster homing attack. To do this, you must attack perfectly with a now added green circle to your screen. Just like the one seen in Sonic Forces, but this one actually rewards you by doing it. My one complaint is that the sound effect for this move is just way too loud. Like, I'm very interested in listening to the music in the background and other sound effects, but this sound effect is just way too loud. For comparison, here's the regular homing attack sound effect to the brand new rainbow. I'm about to make your ears bleed sound effect. And yeah, for some reason in the settings, by the way, you cannot change this setting. Like, you cannot lower sound effects. For some reason, music and sound effects have been matched to, you know, be the same setting. So you're basically just lowering the same setting. Why was this? Why? Next is the tail save feature. Ultimate completely removes the live system from the original, and now has Tails put you back in a safe spot every time you fall off a level for you to carry on with it. A nice thing to add to the game for new players being introduced to Sonic. I just wish I didn't feel stupid after it was announced that, you know, Tails wasn't playable. Famitsu really got me on that day, wow. Along with these two new features, there's also the customization options you can give to Sonic. You can add different colored gloves and shoes and change the aura and boosts design for him, including giving Sonic's electric effects and design plus new player icons from the movies. So nice little add-on, you know, for those who just get introduced to the series from the movie and they want to see some movie related stuff in games. This was a nice touch. What I don't understand is, what is the purpose of the player icons? There is no online mode in this game, where I'll get into in a bit, but I still have no idea why the player icons are here. I get it, they were in the original, but that was just for the save file feature, but now that that's been removed for this version of the game, what's the purpose of it? I don't know. Just want to point out that the added colors and effects that you can give to Sonic by customizing him will not appear in the cutscenes just like your OC did in Sonic Forces, so I find that as a little bit of a disappointment. Man, I can't believe I just complimented Forces, like, what? Next, the level design. Once again, nothing different, everything's still the exact same, so overall it's just pretty much good. You got your 3D and your 2D sections, and it's a bit of a mix of both. With basic platforming, which is nice. Definitely, probably better level design in this port specifically because there's new areas you can explore. So I like that you can explore the game now and having it being more open world. But other than that, it was mostly the same. There's also a bunch of sound effects that have been swapped with other obstacles, most noticed in Starlight Carnival with these bomb blocks. Now they use the same sound effect as the swinging lollipops from the amazing Diabetic Heaven over here. Finally, we got the Gameland mode, where you can play local 2-player with a friend. In the Wii version, you could choose between multicolored Sonics or your Miis. In this version, the Miis are gone, probably reason because it's a multi-platform title now, not just an exclusive to a Nintendo console. Besides Gameland being side levels for the multiplayer mode, it also serves as the special stages. 7 levels, 3 acts each, beat all 3 acts in each level and you will be rewarded with a Chaos Emerald. Collecting all 7 Chaos Emeralds will unlock Super Sonic. To unlock Super Sonic, you need to collect all the 5 red star rings that are hidden in each level. Once you unlock Super Sonic, you can play as him in the regular stages. However, just like in the original Wii version, he can't use the wisps in this form, which give the level a different gimmick to work with his controls without having to use the wisps. Now that some of the red rings have been changed locations, which I gotta give props to the developers for making the wisps, again, much more than what they did than in the original. Overall, with the story, the music, and the gameplay, nothing has changed a lot, it's just mostly the same. With that said, let's get into the best thing about this game. The glitches and bugs that I found in the game. And trust me, there's a lot of them. Spikes flying in the sky because there's an invisible wall. Laser being transparent and for creating 2 Sonics on screen. Wisps and background models popping in and out of existence.
You horrid little hedgehog! Unlimited color! Final color blaster!
Game crashing. Yep. Game just froze on me. How sad. Let's try this one more time. Nope. Will not fix. Floating in Starlight Carnival. Well, Sonic is technically in space, and there is no gravity in space, so I see this as a win. I could go on and on mentioning every glitch and every bug that this game has, including that finding out most of the credits in the game is mute with no music. It's just solid 20 minutes of silence. Another thing about the credits is that it begins playing Speak With Your Heart and Reach for the Stars, being the two theme songs for Colors, but it's not the original versions nor the remix that was revealed during the 30th anniversary symphony. In fact, it's actually a remix of the remixes that got released. What? Why was it? What? So now in total we have three official versions of the same song. We have the original, the first remix, and the second remixes of the already existing remixes. Take a shot for every time I say the word remix. But again, this is the early access version that I am reviewing, so maybe there's gonna be a day one patch. I still have yet to play the PS4 version, which comes out on the 7th on the actual release date, so maybe something will be fixed by then, not sure. But again, I don't see that happening for now. Sega did acknowledge this on Twitter, to let them know if we encountered any bugs or glitches at the time of recording the footage. But I don't see any update happening whatsoever because the game's already way too big for the Nintendo Switch. Literally. Like 10 gigabytes. With the patch that I got. Now I say this again, I did play the Switch version and I still have yet to play the PS4 version, which is the version that has 4K and 60 frames per second. But again, I think it's still going to be more or less the exact same amount of bugs and glitches, just being upscaled to, a much higher resolution. So I don't think there's going to be that much added. If so, there will, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. At the end of the day, I still enjoyed playing Colors Ultimate on the Switch. Now, question is, do I recommend the Switch port? Hell no! If you guys played the original version on the Wii, I say go for the PS4, PS5, and Xbox versions of the game. I don't support the Epic Games route because of the deals that they've been doing in the past, but that's also another option if you're a PC gamer instead of a console gamer unlike me. If you never played the original game, then I say go ahead and play Colors Ultimate. Even if with all the bugs and glitches are present, it's still fun to replay this great game. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this Sonic Colors Ultimate review for Nintendo Switch, you know what you gotta do. You gotta leave a like, subscribe, comment down below, share this video, you know what to do. And yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna see you all in the next one. If you're all wondering why I released the review earlier before the actual Let's Play, there's been a change of plans. I'm gonna be streaming the game instead once it comes out on PS4 via the PS4. Streamlabs is being a bit buggy, so once the game comes out on the 7th, I will probably, you know, stream that down in the future. I do want to at the same time, because I want to try out for the first time, so yeah. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this video, and yeah, I guess I'll see you all in the next one. Peace!